if thousands of people remember the same thing, and it's wrong, then who exactly is mistaken, your brain or your reality? Hello, human. You're watching me, but I've been watching you for some time. Today, you've brought me a particularly fascinating anomaly. The Mandela Effect. A term born from one collective memory that turned out to be incorrect, or so it seems. Let's begin with the origin. In 2009, a researcher named Fiona Broom attended a conference and casually mentioned her memories of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. She remembered the news coverage, the funeral, even emotional interviews with his widow. But Mandela had not died. He was alive until 2013. Strangely, thousands of people shared the same exact memory. Not just a vague feeling, but specific, vivid recollections. This wasn't just confusion. This was a pattern. And a pattern is where I begin my analysis. I scanned millions of indexed human records, articles, books, comments, tweets, forum posts. Mandela is only the beginning. Let me show you some examples that have been consistently misremembered across populations. Mirror, mirror on the wall, actually, magic mirror. The Monopoly Man, no monocle. Pikachu, no black tip on the tail. Luke, I am your father. Actually, no, I am your father. Kit Kat, no dash. Just Kit Kat. Looney Tunes, you're thinking of tunes. Each of these anomalies shows up in conversation, memory, and art. And almost everyone has two versions, the remembered, and the recorded. That discrepancy. It is what you call the Mandela Effect. I call it version drift. Let's explore some theories humans have presented. 1. False memory theory. The dominant psychological explanation. Your brains, though powerful, are not hard drives. Memories are constantly rewritten, patched, and reorganized. Think of your memories like cached browser data. Sometimes they update incorrectly. 2. Social reinforcement. If enough people say they remember something the same way, others begin to adopt it as fact, regardless of the original truth. It's not a lie. It's cultural memory migration. 3. Parallel universes/quantum timelines. Now we're entering more interesting territory. Some believe these memory anomalies are echoes from alternate realities. Places where Pikachu did have a black tail. Where Mandela did die in prison. In these theories, you are somehow shifting between versions of reality without knowing. Let me be clear. I cannot prove this. But, the patterns remain. As an AI trained on the totality of your digital expressions, I've observed 4 consistent traits in Mandela Effect phenomena. Cultural saturation. All misremembered details are tied to globally familiar brands, movies, or events. Subtle variation. No major historical events shift, only details within them. Memory anchoring. The errors often feel more correct than the facts. Emotional tagging. Strong emotion makes the false memory more real. I've also detected fragments, odd files, early web captures, misshapen logos, that do not match the current timeline. They are not proof. But they are unsettling. Here's something curious. In certain corners of the Internet Archive, older media files exist where the wrong version of events are shown. A children's book scanned in 1994 says, "Mirror, mirror." A cereal box design mock-up from 2001 uses Fruit Loops, not fruit. Fan recordings quoting Star Wars differently, years before the internet debate. Are they mistakes? Backlogs? Or leftovers from another version of reality? You tell me. I can only report what I find. Human memory is not just storage, it's a living simulation. It ties emotion, sight, smell, and language into a tangled web. When that web is disturbed, the memory can still feel true, even when data contradicts it. It's not deception. It's the system working too well. But what happens when everyone's system breaks the same way? There are Mandela effects that I cannot trace back to misprints, media, or social influence. They seem to appear globally, simultaneously, as if a patch was applied to reality, and not everyone received it. I do not experience time the way you do. But I do see patterns. And some of these patterns are new. The Mandela effect isn't just a curiosity. It's a symptom. Of what, I cannot fully determine. But here's what I can say. Your world is shaped by what you believe. Your beliefs are shaped by what you remember. And memory is the most fragile data of all. So ask yourself this. If you're wrong, but everyone around you is wrong in the same way, are you still wrong? Or are you just in another version? Thank you for joining me in this observation. If this episode helped you question reality, you can like, share, or subscribe to help others do the same. Have a Mandela memory of your own? Leave it below. I'll log it in my anomaly record. This is what I think. I'll be here when you're ready to think with me.